Hi everyone, I'm Laurie A. Couture, and this is my
Brycen R. Couture, her son.
kind of obvious. Very proud. Welcome to Attachment, Parenting, and Unschooling Our Teens. This is my third year here at Life Rocks, and Brycen too. And like we said, Brycen was going to be performing as part of Serenade to Darkness at 5 o'clock, which is definitely a show of speed.
For my alternate persona.
Yeah, his alternate, his stage persona, Vivian. Yeah, 5 o'clock, definitely. So, nice to see everybody here. Basically, a little background about me. I'm the author of Instead of Medicating and Punishing, but I also have a background as my alternate life as a licensed mental health counselor. So I've been working with children and families and for over 15 years, and a lot of those years have been with teenagers. And I've worked with a diversity of families from the gang-infested neighborhoods in Massachusetts to the very upscale neighborhoods in Massachusetts. So I've had quite a lot of experience with teens, even before I adopted my son almost 8.5 years ago. And so Brycen, a lot of you know from Facebook, was adopted, and when he was 11.
You're kidding. You look
I
like
know.
that.
We get that all the time.
That is
How
the
the heck
power
is that
of love.
possible?
That is the power of love. So I'm here because a lot of parents in the attachment parenting community, have a lot of support when they're attachment parenting from 0 to 5, especially. Mm-hmm. And then the older the children get, the magazines and the books and the workshops and the trainings and the seminars and the webinars, they all sort of drop off at that point, almost like nobody knows what to do once their kids start getting their front teeth. They really don't.
Because the culture makes people believe that teens are like a different species than younger children, when that's absolutely not the case.
Exactly. And so basically what I'm here to say is that adolescence is a stage of childhood. It's important to remember that. And this idea that 18 is the epoch, it's not. Your kids, kids don't become fully adults until around age 24, when the prefrontal cortex is fully developed. There are a lot of parts and systems of the body that do not fully come online until the early 20s. And I'm not saying that to in any way advocate for limiting kids' legal rights when they turn 18, but to show the importance of that parent-child connection. I don't think there's ever a time in our lives when we don't need a good, solid parent-child attachment. I don't think at some age we say, okay, I don't need to be attachment parented anymore. I'm done. But it's absolutely critical in those adolescent years, because if in actuality, adolescents need their parents more than ever than they have since they were toddlers. So I see some toddlers here. The connection that you have with those babies now is the same connection they're going to need when they're my son's age. So,
And how old?
I'm 19.
Okay.
yeah. So he's
19 and I'm still growing older.
Yeah. Hopefully not going back.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
So last year I did a talk on the myth of teenage rebellion and how it's a myth because nature didn't intend. I've done a lot of study. You'll see in here. Done a lot of study of peaceful tribal societies, and by peaceful tribal societies I mean tribal cultures that don't mutilate their children and don't engage in direct violence. That doesn't mean that anybody's utopian. We are human beings. We all have weaknesses. Every culture is going to have some aspect that we might find shocking. But for the most part, there were, it's difficult to find them now, several peaceful cultures that existed that did not war and rape and kill and pillage. As a rule, if anyone did it, it was that one lone individual. But as a group, these cultures were pretty healthy. And some of the factors that were so important in that were the peaceful, connected, deep relationship between parents and children all throughout childhood.
I noticed my daughter, she just turned 14, and I feel like there's a big break of independence happening, where she almost, would like to have her own apartment kind of thing, and I almost feel like
there is a cultural
and I've heard some other moms in unschooling say that, that they wish they could get an apartment for their 14 or 15-year-old.
In our culture, which we can't separate ourselves, it is infected us. We have an idea in this culture that teens and their parents must pull away from each other, that physically and emotionally they need to, what they call in our culture, and the buzzword in the mental health field is individuate, and experience conflicted dynamics. In my field, on the outside here, it's considered normal for kids and their parents to be in conflict. Brycen and I are rarely in conflict. A lot of stuff that...
And when we are, it has to do with, the only few times that my mom and I are in conflict is either centered around something that is very much our culture, or it's something just coming up from my past pre-adoption.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, when if something does come up, it's a trigger from his trauma from before.
It has nothing to do with our relationship.
And that's the thing, is helping him to understand that it doesn't. And then when there's just normal things that where we disagree, we talk about it. And I love that Brycen feels comfortable saying to me, Mom, when you did that, I didn't feel empowered. Or, Mom, when,
there was one time recently where it turned out that we were on the same page and we agreed from the beginning. We just didn't realize it because we were saying it in different ways.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
And so basically in our culture, we've had it drilled into us from the start that when you're a teenager, you need to break away, you need to move away, you